California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and our home team. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We got this.
Mark 56. Mark 56. Stop your body.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, tight.
Off the play fake. Grayson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
54. I got one. Check 26. Deuce.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Grayson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they try the sweep to Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Now on 2nd and 16, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Kill, kill, kill.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
So we got man. 36.
Tomlinson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
On the double.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Grayson now. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
At the 38-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 120. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And this is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
56. Much 56. Ready?
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, it's not just the defensive backs that have to have short memories. Sometimes it's the quarterbacks. Throw an interception, especially one that's a pick 6, you got to get to the sidelines quickly, shake it off, and get back out there and move your team.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Grayson finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Chargers first down. 6-0
our score after 1.
Chargers nothing.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
What are you up?
54, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Come on, QB, come on.
Operating from the gun, Grayson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Eagles 1st down.
Wentz now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this 1st half, but he's got a 1st down here. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Levante David in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 25.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. All day. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Switch. No.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Push him back. Push him back. Check safety. Check safety. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
This is Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Powers through. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 26.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Philadelphia.
Here we go. 56. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Slam. Watch the
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
On second and 11 now. Wentz. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Go.
Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check three, check three, check three. Check 49, check 49.
2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Ready? Right. Mike 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
From the gun, Grayson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double dog, double dog.
Operating from the gun, Grayson. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Read
switch gears.
Back. Check 31. Tighten up.
Again, it's Tomlinson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go one more.
From the gun, Grayson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
120. 56. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 280. 56. Hey, check. Hey, watch it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
It brings up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch 54. Here we go. Alert 3.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twist.
This is Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. This is Tomlinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Tomlinson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check.
On 2nd down, Freeman.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. Come on, 60 yards. Check. Watch 54. 65.
Operating from the gun. Grayson. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're running. Tomlinson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Grayson. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. Tomlinson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Grayson. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 10 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Past the 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Aaron Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Grade 15. Grade 15. Check 56. We own them. We own them. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
Now Wentz to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch QB jump.
To throw again. Grayson. He completes it to Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Grayson. Caught by Allen. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Grayson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field,
Throwing again. Grayson. He's got Allen. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Pittsburgh. 57. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Off play action. Grayson. This is caught by Williams. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 66, pull it, half. Run. Rush in. Rush in. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gostkowski the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
On 1st and 10, Grayson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
On 1st down, Grayson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
To throw again, Grayson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Grayson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Grayson. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 120. Yeah. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Mike spot 4. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Take off.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 31-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Here we go. Pack. 180. No game on this defense. No game.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for Philadelphia, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins.